more can I say?
Top Billin.
All right, Top Billin. Want to quickly talk about the impact my man Josh Norman could have on the Buffalo Bills' potential Super Bowl run, right? The Bills are lit. Bills have talent out the wazoo on both sides of the ball. However, there are certain spots where you would say, like, man, if they had just a little something here, a little something there, it could be that much better, right? Maybe along the line of scrimmage, maybe another player who can get to the QB at a high clip. But even with that being said, they have some guys who have gotten to the QB and the defensive backfield. You just like, man, if Levi Wallace is the guy, is it someone else or something like that, right? Levi Wallace can be that, right? He's on injured reserve, eventually come back. But having Josh Norman in the fold, you saw in the first game that he came back off injured reserve, could be worth his weight in gold, for real. His veteran presence, the fact that he's in a scheme now, right? So people are going to write him off from the Washington, what would you call it, error? Not an error, an error of him going to a team trying to play man coverage and all this. Sometimes you have to be a good GM and understand you're getting a guy for a specific role that played a specific role somewhere else that was just different. He, under Sean McDermott in Carolina, was absolutely perfect. It was a match made in heaven. They drafted him based on his skill set. He is a zone cornerback. He fits being a zone cornerback to a T, which is not a bad thing. Some teams run zone. He fits it to perfection, right? Matter of fact, let me show you right here some of the stuff right here that helps him out in Buffalo. So you see, this is an empty rep. It's nothing right there. It's just showing you, right, a guy like Josh Norman, even at 32 years old or however old he is able to play in a scheme like this because he's not having to turn and run with people from a dead stop all the time. They'll let him see, if you see him right here, he'll get vertical bell on people. So this helps him out, right? Vertical bell, being able to start before they are and covering an area, right? He's great at covering an area more than he is at covering a man. Now, he can cover a man as well, and they do have a ton of man in Sean McDermott's system, but he is hell on wheels with zone coverage, so they'll oscillate between cover 3. You'll see some cover 4 quarters coverage, cover 2. Like, they do it all right there. Then you'll see some mix and match type stuff as well there. So as you can see right here, even on here right here, right? This is probably, you can consider this quarters coverage there. You can see the vertical bell on both sides of the ball here. Tre'Davious White. Same thing with Tre'Davious White. People aren't going to give him the credit, I guess, once they figure out that he plays a lot of zone. But, man, that's the NFL. It's a sport. It's not the Olympics. There's different things that people do within the confines of this sport. So, but let's check out some of the things that he did in this game right here, man. He was very good in his debut.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.
All right, this particular play stood out to me right here. Norman's ability to seal off the edge. People do not understand how great it feels to play with a cornerback who is able to seal off an edge. Like, it really does. It puts a lot of freedom to you as a second-level player to be able to do a little bit more when you know that your cornerback will sniff and put his face in the fan like this. Now, check this out right here. Right, you're going to have a cage sweep, pulling the center and guard here. Boom, he blows it all up. Nasty. One more time, let's see that in full speed. Boom, you got a big ass guard coming here. He straight blows him up. And Carter's a 10-car pileup right there. Let's see it from this angle right here. This is hard. Now look at him right here. Right, he already knows his gap, all gaps covered. Right, it's gonna be his gap. You see it right here, gap, all gaps covered. But of course, this is area blocking, or actually it's gap blocking here. So they're gonna be pulling and getting multiple gaps, but he stays to the outside no matter what. Like, he doesn't make the play, but he still makes the play, if you get what I'm saying. Blows that up. Oh, actually he does make the play. Look, he's stacking and shedding blocks like he's a damn linebacker. He makes the play for real. Damn, I didn't even notice that on the first look right there. I just thought he blew it up. Look, he blows up Hudson. I'm sorry, he blows up the guard here. Bang, and gets to your man Josh Jacobs. That's hard. Damn hard. All right, here we go again right here. Same thing. right? He's normally a good open field tackler. That's why I always thought in the back half of his career he would end up being a safety like Charles Woodson. Boom, look at him. Sideline to sideline. If he were a safety, right, he could prolong his career, no doubt about it. But being a zone corner, he can do that for a long time. Very much like an Asante Samuel type. Remember him? Look at that. Can't get him. Can't get him. And he got revenge on Darren Waller. Check this out. All right, this play was real dope. I love how Sean McDermott disguises his coverage, right? Initially, this looks like it's going to be your average run-of-the-mill cover two. Could be too deep man under since you can't see the corner's eyes here. However, ends up being man free when they roll Micah Hyde middle field closed, and then Jordan Poyer bumps down to get his assignment. So we see right here, but look at your man right here. Come off his assignment, come through, boom, forces a fumble, all is well, gets his revenge. These are the type of plays that Josh Norman can make, man. I don't want to see Josh Norman necessarily be the primary corner the entire year, though. I would like to see him mixed in with Levi Wallace, maybe mixed in with Johnson, you know what I'm saying, at a nickel spot. Just do some different things there. But this was some really dope shit right here. Actually, let's see it from a different angle. All right, of course, you won't be able to see him. He's off screen there. But I love how he worked it back to the inside, quickly peeled off there. Great job, though, by Jordan Poyer here, holding him up, right? This is a tough guy to tackle. He's like 6'6", 250 or something like that. Holding him up for the brigade to come with him. He immediately comes. Look at that. Right away. Sees that ball, strikes like that, wraps up, and he freaking recovers the fumble himself. Come on, man. You adding that guy in with all these guys like Phillips and Edmonds and anybody you could think of there, Jerry Hughes and all these guys. Come on, man. These guys are absolutely lit. All right. Last one here. I wanted to show you this. This ended up not counting, but it just goes to show you how tough a scheme this still is. If you're working vertical bell, it depends on your teammates. It's a help defense. So you see your man Josh Norman here. You're going to have a post here about what is right now the tight slide on this reduced split here, but you can see how much you have to cover. And this is not necessarily his assignment, but he ends up having to follow it. And most people would blame this on him when this goes into a whole nother zone that's really not his zone. This right here would have been on Micah Hyde. So if you're working this third coverage here, first of all, Tre'Davious White, maybe he goes a little bit too far inside, but this entire zone is usually his. But so is this right here with Micah Hyde. Micah Hyde continues to stay flat-footed. I'm not sure why he's peeking in the backfield. He stays flat-footed and allows the receiver to run right by him. That could have been problematic, but I forget what the penalty was, so it ended up not counting there. But you can see that you still have to be able to run, right? So Josh Norman, not the fastest guy ever, of course, especially at this ripe old age. Maybe when he was younger, he had a little bit more speed, but he wasn't the fastest guy then. Now he's lost a step, but he has not lost a step mentally. So he's going to add that to the game. He's going to add his physicality there. I think he's a great addition, right? He shouldn't be counted on to be the guy like he was in Carolina. However, I don't think he will be. He'll be a piece of a cog, right, to a whole big conglomerate machine. So that should be pretty good to watch. But, man, hey, it is what it is, though, right? So it's your boy Murph, man, the Underground King. Make sure you check back with me for more Buffalo Bills coverage here. I'll be doing some more. Maybe do something on that Titans game. That's going to be hard right there, baby. That's like an AFC championship type game right here in the damn first or the second quarter of the season now. So that's going to be fun to watch. All right. Make sure you tell a friend to subscribe. Make sure you share this with your Bills family and everything like that. All right. With that being said, peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.